Good day, students. Welcome to this final JSS 1 Social Studies lesson, revision and mock examination. You have completed a full year of social studies, covering the family and community, social values and cultural practices, traditional institutions, government and democracy, citizenship rights, pre-colonial history, the slave trade, colonialism, independence, the Nigerian economy, natural resources, population, and environmental conservation. This lesson ties it all together, consolidating key facts, examining high-frequency examination patterns, and preparing you for your JSS 1 end-of-year social studies examination. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to recall and connect key concepts from all 17 social studies topics, answer integrated multi-topic questions, apply critical thinking to social studies issues, and approach your examination with confidence. Let us begin. Full Year Topic Map, JSS 1 Social Studies. Term 1, Social Organization. Week 1, the family, types, nuclear, extended, polygamous, single parent, and importance. Week 2, members of the family and their roles, father, mother, children, grandparents. Week 3, the community, types, rural, urban, semi-urban, nomadic, and features. Week 4, social values, honesty, respect, cooperation, Nigerian proverbs, positive versus negative values. Week 5, cultural practices, festivals, Agongo, Daba, Ayo, Osenosogbo, Ofola, Nollywood, negative practices, FGM, child marriage, VAPP Act 2015. Week 6, traditional institutions, Yoruba Oba, Hausa Fulani Emirates, Igbo Esefule/Republican, Benin Kingdom. Term 2, governance, history, rights. Week 7, government, 3 arms, executive, legislature, judiciary, 3 tiers, federal, state, LGA, separation of powers. Week 8, democracy, principles, direct versus representative, Nigeria's democratic history, 1960 to 2023, INEC, BVS, IIV. Week 9, Rights and Responsibilities, Chapter 4 1999 Constitution, Section Numbers, Citizenship Acquisition, NYSC, Tax. Week 10, Pre-colonial History, NOC, Kanambonu, Hausa, Benin, Oyo, Sokoto, Trade Routes. Week 11, the Transatlantic Slave Trade, Triangular Trade, Middle Passage, Nigerian Diaspora, Abolition 1807. Week 12, Colonial Rule, Scramble for Africa, Berlin Conference 1884, Amalgamation 1914, Indirect versus Direct Rule, Lugard, ABA Women's Riots 1929. Term 3, Economy, Population, Environment. Week 13, Independence and Post-Independence, October 1, 1960, Belwa, Nationalist, Azekayo, Owolowo, Bello, Macaulay, Civil War 1967-70, No Victor No Vanquished. Week 14, the Nigerian economy, agriculture, cassava, yam, cocoa, groundnuts, palm oil, oil sector, Dangote, resource curse. Week 15, natural resources, renewable versus non-renewable, oil, Oloibiri 1956, coal, River Valley, tin/columbite, Jos, iron ore, Itakpi, gold, Zamfara, limestone, oil spills. Week 16, population, birth rate, death rate, census, 2006 equals last confirmed, implications of growth, demographic dividend, JOPA. Week 17, environmental conservation, deforestation, desertification, oil pollution, flooding, Ken Sawaiwa, Nesria, Great Green War. Week 18, revision and mock examination, this lesson. High-frequency examination points, social studies. Family, nuclear equals father plus mother plus children. Extended equals plus grandparents/aunts/uncles. Agboil equals Yoruba compound family. Umona equals Igbo patrilineal kin. Gida equals Hausa compound. Community, rural, small, farming, traditional ruler, close ties, urban, large, diverse, former government, nomadic, Fulani. Farmer-herder conflict equals key Nigerian security issue. Social values, honesty equals Omoluobi, Yoruba, Gaskiya Tofai Kobo, Hausa. Cooperation equals Ero/Isusu. Negative values equals corruption, tribalism. Culture, Durbar equals Hausa Fulani Eid Horse Parade. Agongo equals Kebbi Fishing Festival. Osenosogbo equals UNESCO. Nollywood equals world's second largest film industry. FGM banned under VAPP Act 2015. Traditional institutions, Uni of Ife equals spiritual head of Yoruba. Sultan of Sokoto equals spiritual head of Nigerian Muslims. Alefin of Oyo equals historical political ruler. Igbo equals Ecephalus, no king, councils, age grades, Ozo titles. Government, 3 arms, executive, president/governor, legislature, NESS/HOA, judiciary. 3 tiers, federal, 774 is LGAs, wrong, 774 LGAs is correct. Federal has National Assembly, 109 senators plus 360 reps. FAC distributes revenue. Democracy, June 12 equals Democracy Day, MKO Obiola. Fourth Republic equals 1999. 2015 equals First Peaceful Power Transfer, PDP-APC. INEC equals Independent National Electoral Commission. BVS equals Bimodal Voter Accreditation System. Rights, Chapter 4, 1999 Constitution. Section 35 equals Personal Liberty, 2448 HRU. Section 36 equals Fair Hearing, innocent until proven guilty. Section 39 equals Freedom of Expression. Piari Colonial, NOC equals Terracotta plus Iron Smelting plus 1500 BC. Oloibara equals First Oil Well 1956. Benin Bronzes looted 1897, repatriation debate ongoing. Oyo equals Cavalry. Sokoto Jihad 1804 equals Osman Dan Fodio. Slave trade, 12 to 15 million Africans. Middle Passage, Africa Americas, equals highest mortality. Yoruba Cuba/Brazil. Igbo Virginia/Jamaica, Igbo landing 1803. Abolition 1807, Wilberforce. Bedigui equals slave trade heritage site. Colonialism, amalgamation equals January 1, 1914, Lugard. Indirect rule equals through traditional rulers, successful in North. ABA Women's Riots 1929 equals Warren Chiefs plus proposed taxation. Macaulay equals father of nationalism. Independence, October 1, 1960. Bilwa equals PM. Asekai equals Governor General, later President. Owelowo equals AG. Bello equals MPC. Civil War 1967 to 1970. No victor no vanquished equals Gowon. Economy, Kosovo equals world's largest producer. Yam equals 70% global share. Cocoa equals fourth globally, Ondo, Osun. Palm oil equals now net importer. Dangote refinery equals Lekki, 2023, 650,000 BPD. Natural resources, oil discovered Oloibiri, Bayelsa, 1956. Ivor Valley coal miners massacre equals 1949. Tin/columbite equals Jos Plateau. Zamfara gold equals lead poisoning crisis. Nesria equals environmental agency. Population, Nigeria equals Africa's most populous, 220 m. Last confirmed census equals 2006, 140.4 m. Fertility rate equals 5.3. Demographic dividend equals economic growth from productive young population. Joppa equals brain drain immigration. Environment, deforestation equals 400,000 hectares per year, desertification advancing south. Lake Chad equals 90% shrunk. Kensa Owawa equals Egoni activist, executed 1995, Egoni 9. Hyprop equals Ogonaland cleanup. Great Green Wall equals Sahel restoration. 3 integrated mock examination questions. Question 1. Multi-topic. Explain the historical and contemporary significance of Nigeria's Niger Delta. Historical. The Niger Delta was the center of the transatlantic slave trade's eastern leg. Bonny, King Pepo, and Calabar, Efik traders, were among the largest slave exporting ports in West Africa. The Ijaw, Efik, and related coastal peoples built prosperous trading states from both the slave trade and, after abolition, the palm oil trade, legitimate commerce. Contemporary. The Niger Delta contains Nigeria's oil wealth, discovered Oloibiri 1956, Shell, Total, ExxonMobil, and NNPCL extract oil that provides 90% of Nigeria's foreign exchange earnings. However, chronic oil spills, UNEP 2011 Agoni report, gas flaring, and the unequal distribution of oil revenues have created deep grievances. The Agoni movement, Kensa Waiwa, Hang 1995, and Men militancy, 2000s, are manifestations of this. The 2009 amnesty program demobilized many militants. The Niger Delta remains Nigeria's most economically critical and environmentally stressed region. Question 2. Multi-topic. A community in northern Nigeria is experiencing desertification and farmer-herder conflict simultaneously. Explain how these two problems are related and propose two solutions. Relationship. Desertification, land turning to desert due to reduced rainfall, overgrazing, deforestation, and climate change, directly intensifies farmer-herder conflict. As the Sahel advances south, grasslands available for Fulani cattle herders shrink. Herders must migrate further south into farming communities of the Middle Belt and south to find pasture. This brings Fulani herds into contact with settled farming communities, Benue, Plateau, Kaduna, Nasarawa, where crops are destroyed, leading to violent confrontations, sometimes with loss of life. Solutions. A. Grazing reserves. The federal and state governments should establish and maintain dedicated grazing reserves and cattle routes, grazing corridors, ruga settlements or similar, so herders do not need to trespass on farmland. B. Rehabilitation of degraded land. Investing in the Great Green Wall Initiative, afforestation, and sustainable land management in the north will slow desertification and restore grazing land, reducing pressure to migrate south. Question 3. Multi-topic. Compare the role of traditional institutions and modern democratic institutions in governing Nigeria, identifying where they complement each other. Traditional institutions, Oba system, Emirates, Igbo councils, Benin Kingdom hierarchy, provide community-level governance and dispute resolution that formal courts cannot always reach, cultural and spiritual authority that unelected politicians cannot command, rapid community mobilization for health campaigns, security alerts, and census cooperation, cultural preservation. Modern democratic institutions, President, National Assembly, state governors, LGAs, INEC, courts, provide constitutional governance with checks and balances, elected representation with accountability, formal lawmaking and enforcement, formal human rights protection, management of national resources, security, and international relations. Where they complement, during COVID-19, traditional rulers broadcast public health messages that the federal government could not disseminate as effectively. In the Northeast counterinsurgency, traditional leaders' community knowledge-supported military operations, local government development projects are more successfully implemented when traditional rulers endorse them. INEC relies on community leaders for voter registration and polling day logistics. Both systems are legitimate and play different but complementary roles in Nigeria's governance. Examination preparation advice. Tip 1. Use Nigerian-specific examples in every answer. Social studies is not generic, it is about Nigeria. For every concept you define, add a Nigerian example, family type like the Yoruba Agboa compound, government tier for example, Lagos state government, natural resource such as cocoa in Ondo state. Answers without Nigerian context score lower than answers with specific, accurate Nigerian examples. Tip 2. Answer the command word correctly. Define equals give a precise meaning in 1 to 2 sentences. State equals list briefly, no need to explain each point. Explain equals give reasons and details. Discuss equals present different perspectives and reach a conclusion. Distinguish equals give at least one similarity and one clear difference. Reading the command word is worth marks. Tip 3. Manage examination time. A 2-hour social studies exam with 40 multiple choice questions, 30 minutes, plus 6 theory questions, 90 minutes, requires time management. Do not spend 20 minutes on one theory question. If you get stuck, move on and return. Attempt every question. A partially answered question earns more marks than a blank. End of year summary. You have successfully completed JSS 1 Social Studies, 17 topics across 3 terms. Social organization, family types, roles, community types, social values, Omoluobi, Gaskia, cultural practices, Daba, Agongo, Nollywood, traditional institutions, Uni, Sultan, Oba of Benin, Igbo councils. Governance and history, 3 arms plus 3 tiers of Nigerian government, democracy, June 12, INEC, BVAS, Chapter 4 Rights plus Responsibilities, pre-colonial kingdoms, NOC, Benin, Oyo, Sokoto, slave trade, triangular trade, Middle Passage, Wilberforce 1807, colonialism, 1914 amalgamation, Lugard, indirect rule, ABA women 1929, Macaulay. Independence and beyond, October 1, 1960, Civil War 1967-70, Fourth Republic 1999, 2015 power transfer. Economy and environment, Kosovo, largest producer, cocoa, Ondo, oil, Olobara 1956, Dango 2023, Census 2006, desertification, deforestation, Kensa Waiwa, Nesria. Good luck in your examination. Attempt the final revision quiz on your LMS. Nigeria's story is your story, know it, be proud of it, and help write its next chapter. Visit Litech Academy at academy.litech.com.ng. Until next time.